What's going on, broskies? My name's SHIVOKI and welcome back to some more videos. Now today's video is a video I'm excited to make. I've been dying to make this video, and finally my boys on data mining for SMITE hooked it up and they're finally showing some news about SMITE Tactics. Guys, SMITE Tactics is going to be in a fantastic game. I'm so excited for it. I love games like freaking any turn-based. I even like freaking Dungeons and Dragons. I love anything that deals with card games and turn-based games, especially kind of like Magic the Gathering. So I'm very excited to have a card game in the high-res theme. Of course, this game is going to deal with a lot of things evolved around SMITE, which is going to be gods, titans, purification beads, all these cool things we have in this game that are really similar to us and very nostalgic to us, and the SMITE community is going to be in SMITE Tactics. So guys, I have a lot of information to share with you. If you want to read it for yourself, the link is down below, but of course I will share it here. I have pictures, I have videos, and I have also my own theories and ideas for the game coming out soon here. And of course my channel will be covering the fuck out of this game when it comes out. I am so excited to make freaking gameplays and guides and tutorials and much more. I'm just so excited for SMITE Tactics. I'm very much into it. But here we go, guys, how it works, and here it is. Now this is SMITE Tactics, guys. It's SMITE Data Mining, of course, is covering it. Thank you guys very much. SMITE Tactics is going to be running on Unreal Engine 4, which is beautiful. It's a beautiful engine. It's powerful. It's really very customizable. It's so strong, which means we're gonna have so many cool things. Instead of SMITE having their kind of basic attacks and these really similar, kind of not really beautiful, crazy things, Unreal Engine 4 is gonna be showing us some really cool things here. We're gonna be able to see some really unique attacks, very simple and but cool things, very cool things. So I'm very excited to see how this game looks. It's gonna be visually beautiful, visually fun, and of course, overall fun as well to play. Now this game is going to feature everything we know from SMITE, which including maps, items, gods, spells, sounds, and skins. So if you guys are playing SMITE, you guys are playing Paladins, whatever the situation is, if you're a high-res fanboy like most of you guys are, or you're at least just a high-res fan like me, definitely you're gonna love this game altogether. So according to what they've seen on SMITE Tactics, it's going to be a board game / card game. There's gonna be a board, there's gonna be a titan on both sides, and of course it's kind of like SMITE altogether. Your goal is to kind of work through the defenses of the enemy team and kill their titan to win the game. Now of course there's gonna be cards, there's gonna be mana. I heard you're gonna get a certain amount of mana per round, which allows you to summon gods or minions or items or neutral cards. And I'm very excited to explain things to you guys. Really cool stuff here. So it's basically kind of like a visual Yu-Gi-Oh card. You guys remember Yu-Gi-Oh, the show? I summon you, Blue Eyes White Dragon! And he'd slam down Blue Eyes White Dragon and he'd come out of the sky like, ah, the fucking dragon! Kind of like that, but it's gonna be Odin instead, or some other god instead. So very visually cool thing. I'm assuming they're gonna make the cards look very cool. Almost reminds me of Hearthstone a little bit, and I understand why high-res wants this game out. They want this game out because a lot of our streamers who stream SMITE, which, you know, many of us, I stream, Incon, Frostfangs, and much more people who stream online, sometimes when they have downtime, they play other games. So definitely SMITE and the guys who are high-res want our streamers and our fan base to play high-res games when they're not playing the main high-res game they're streaming, which is understandable. It's a very smart tactic from them. I totally dig that high-res. Now, the main difference with this game and other games is basically every character or god or whatever you summon actually has a skill, which is really cool. So you might slam down Ymir and he might have a freeze. You might slam down Odin and he might have his, his wall there, or Medusa might have a her eye freeze, or you might have Zeus who has some kind of static charge effect. When Zeus is near someone gets a debuff on them, or they take more magical damage. Whatever it is, these are just theories and ideas of mine, which can make complete sense to me, and I'm very excited to see how it comes. But of course, they're gonna have many things in the game. You're gonna have heals, protections, damage, buffs, debuffs, teleports. You might have, Aphrodite who sits in the lane next to somebody, and after every round, she heals everyone around her in a 3-yard radius or a 3-unit radius for 3 health or 1 health. Whatever the situation is, it's gonna be very cool. Very similar to a lot of games, but it definitely has high-res's own style to it, which they're really good at doing. So I'm very excited for that. Now the cards featured are going to be a Titan leader card as well. So you're gonna have, every deck is gonna be a certain god or a certain Titan. You might have the Fire Titan or Chaos Titan, or Zeus as a god as a main Titan. So basically, you're gonna have a Zeus deck or an Odin deck or an Ao Kuang deck, and that's gonna be the main person of your deck, and basically their spells and their abilities are gonna control the board, and everything's gonna revolve around them. That's what everyone's saying, and that's what I'm really excited for. That'd be really cool. Of course, you have like I said, your leader or your Titan is going to be the main character on your board, and of course their board as well. It has special abilities, and the game runs around him or her. So the god cards are gonna be the most expensive cards possible. When I say expensive, I mean it's gonna cost the most mana or most currency to buy these cards or use these cards in a certain turn. And now, of course, gods are gonna be Thor and much more. You have all the guys from and I heard every pantheon is going to be in here, but the game is starting differently. The game is going to be probably having the 4 main pantheons. When I say main pantheons, I mean the old OG pantheons: Norse, Greek, Chinese, and Egyptian, which means you're still going to have awesome Norse gods, Greek gods, Chinese gods, and Egyptian gods, and down the road they will have awesome updates and skins and events which will unlock maybe the Mayan gods, the Japanese gods, and the Roman gods, and much more. So I'm very excited to see these changes here. But of course, once again, like I said, you'll have god cards. They'll be the most expensive, but they'll also be the most strong and the most useful. And they're gonna have normal minions, of course, and they're gonna have item cards like purification beads or sanctuary. So maybe you have a god on the board that's gonna, in 2 rounds, he charges up, in the very end he explodes and kills everyone on the board. But if you're smart, you have, oh, I have Sanctuary. I'm gonna put Sanctuary on my main character, so he takes no damage. Boom, the ability goes off, but he does not take any damage because you have Sanctuary on him, or you have Purification Beads on somebody, so the Emir freeze doesn't last any longer. Things like that. So there's gonna be items, there's gonna be normal cards. And when I say normal cards, I mean minions. You're gonna have minions. You're gonna have maybe an archer or a peon, or maybe a builder, or maybe you're a healer, something small, and these are really low cards. If you look right here, guys, they have Let's Play the cards. This is basically your kind of visual of what I mean. Now, the first card here, the Cursed Word, is your idea of a normal card, or just a lower card, basically. And see there, it costs 3 mana to use. Now, obviously, it's a pretty decent card because it actually has an effect. It has a charge ability, and it seems to have 3 attack and 2 defense, which is really cool here. Now, looking over here, we have Purification Beads, which seems to be an item. Now, Purification Bead also, I've noticed right here, it does not cost any mana. There's no mana involved, so it does not cost you mana to use these cards. I'm assuming you can use them as many times as you want, or you can use as many items as you want, not as this item as many times as you want. You can use as many items as you want per round, so use them intelligently, use them the right way, and it'll help you out, kicking the other person's ass, definitely. So Purification Beads, you read here, removes all crowd control effects from a friendly unit, so 1 friendly unit. So keep that in mind. If an Emir freezes your Medusa, you basically pop beads on her and she's definitely okay. Now, Fate, guys, is going to be another item here. It looks like to be a spell item. Now, deal 2 damage to 2 random enemies, so very cool there. And also we have our first god we're looking at here is Sol, which is a Norse sun god. Range Supernova Sol deals 3 damage to all enemies in a target area. She has 2 attack and 4 defense, it looks like. So very cool stuff here. I'm very excited to see this game all together. And there's definitely a lot of cool maps here. You see right here, they also have a Norse map, which is going to be in the mountains covered in snow, which is very beautiful and dark and ominous. And they also these really cool rocks in the way. So definitely, I'm assuming these rocks will be kind of a strategic point to hide behind. Maybe things can't go through it. Maybe you can use that to kind of LOS somebody. When I say LOS, I mean line of sight. So maybe the ability shoots 2 units forward, so you can go that way, and maybe that ability can't hit you anymore. So this game's gonna be very strategic, very smart, very turn-based, and you're gonna have to think 7 steps ahead to be the best player possible. Now, they also have a map right here, which is kind of based around the Conquest map, which is really cool here because I love Conquest, and I know a lot of you guys also love Conquest. And lastly, another map right here is going to be kind of like the Greek maps, maybe Mount Olympus. Very beautiful, sunny and cloudy with awesome, beautiful green shrubbery and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for this game. This game is gonna be very beautiful. And there's also other game modes, lastly, guys. Now, game modes, they're said to be Arena, Standard, and Ranked. So my guys who would love ranked game modes, of course, Hi-Rez is bringing the ranked game mode for SMITE Tactics, so there's definitely going to be an MLG scene for this game. So you guys who definitely are really good at these games, prepare to be good at this. Prepare to kick ass, prepare to study, prepare to think, prepare to theory craft, because when you do so, you might be the first person possible, or maybe the first group, to be a professional SMITE Tactics player. So definitely try your hardest to get in there, guys. It's a very good industry to get into. MLG is a smart thing to do. And also they have Standard versus, and they have Arena mode. There's not much information on Arena mode, but definitely I'm assuming Arena mode is going to be like an all-out battle where you try to kill the other person first. I don't know. I'm very excited to see it. They also have PvE mode, which is really cool here. And here's an idea I have. I have an idea that Shivokhi from the Mayan death god, whatever he is going to be like this main hell demon. And your goal is to battle all the death gods to get to him. So you go through Apuash, you go through Kamazats, and etc. And once you beat those gods, you get to Shivokhi and you fight him and you take him out and you save the world, yada. But these are probably ways you're going to involve, you probably play PvE and PvP, but mostly PvE to get other cards, to receive other gods, receive items and spells, and that's probably your way to level up and gain more cards, basically, gain more decks. So I'm very excited for this game. This game is going to be absolutely beautiful. It's supposed to be based in North America, Europe, Australia, Brazil, Latin America North, and Latin America South, as well as Southeast Asia. So this game is going to be all over all over the world for you guys. You guys can play it all you want. I'm very, very excited for this game. My conclusion is this game is beautiful. This game is amazing. Even in early access and early visuals, this game looks very promising, very fun, and I'm super excited to see it. You know, the beta happening, guys. If you've not applied for the beta, please do so. It's on their Twitter. It's all over their SMITE. It's all, I think it's even on Paladin's page. Just check it out, guys. Apply for it. It's very, very important. Hi-Res is super good with their betas, so everyone gets in. If you can't get in for whatever reason, they'll give out codes, and personally on my channel, I'll make sure you guys get in. I'll make sure I try to get some codes away if possible. I'll be like, yo, Hi-Res, hook it up with the codes, man. I got my boys who want to play some SMITE Tactics, and at least, at the worst case scenario, if you don't get in, I will definitely make sure I get in, and I'll do my best to post a crap ton of content, guys. Guides, tutorials, first looks, you know, gameplays, and much, much more. So do stay tuned for that one. I'm very excited for the PvE series coming from that. So SMITE Tactics, guys, is going to be a great game. Please do your best to be hyped for it, show it support, love it. And guys, that's it for today's video. So any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like to show your support, guys. I know I'm stoked for it. So if you're excited for SMITE Tactics, leave a like right now. It shows so much support. It means the world to me. And also, guys, in the comments down below, let me know any theories or ideas or maybe possibilities you see coming from the game of SMITE Tactics, like maybe PvE events or PvP events or MLG stuff. Just let me know in the comments down below what you think could actually happen from the game and all that cool stuff. So anyway, I love you guys. Have a good one. And as always, my friends, subscribe for more content from your broski Shivoki so you can join the broski nation and take over the world. We hit 16K subscribers today. We're almost at 20K. And once we hit 20K, guys, we're gonna hit 20K before the new year. I know we will. And once we do, guys, 50K is the next goal, and 50K will be hit definitely by next year. Very excited. We're growing so fast. I love you guys. Have a good one. And as always, my friends, deuces, motherfuckers. Deuces.